Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Bohicaville. I'm Paul, and today is Wednesday, November 6th, 2013. I have two issues I'd like to discuss tonight. Um, and the first one is a piece of police state news. And this is concerning a man by the name of David Eckert, um, who was pulled over in New Mexico in a routine traffic stop. Apparently, he didn't come to a complete stop at a stop sign. Apparently, when he got out of his car, as the police ordered him to do, he clenched his buttocks. So the police assumed that he was hiding drugs in his anal cavity. So they took him in. They took him to the local hospital, to the ER, and the local hospital refused to do an anal cavity search because it was unethical, even though the police had a warrant. They had gotten a warrant at that point. So then they took him to another hospital that was further away. And here, and I have the links below here, but here is a synopsis of what happened at the second hospital. A review of Eckert's medical records, which he released to KOB, and details in the lawsuit show the following happened. 1. Eckert's abdominal area was x-rayed. No narcotics were found. 2. Doctors then performed an exam of Eckert's anus with their fingers. No narcotics were found. 3. Doctors performed a second exam of Eckert's anus with their fingers. No narcotics were found. 4. Doctors penetrated Eckert's anus to insert an enema. Eckert was forced to defecate in front of doctors and police officers. Eckert watched as doctors searched his stool. No narcotics were found. 5. Doctors penetrated Eckert's anus to insert an enema a second time. Eckert was forced to defecate in front of doctors and police officers. Eckert watched as doctors searched his stool. No narcotics were found. 6. Doctors penetrated Eckert's anus to insert an enema a third time. Eckert was forced to defecate in front of doctors and police officers. Eckert watched as doctors searched his stool. No narcotics were found. 7. Doctors then x-rayed Eckert again. No narcotics were found. 8. Doctors prepared Eckert for surgery, sedated him, and then performed a colonoscopy where a scope with a camera was inserted into Eckert's anus, rectum, colon, and large intestines. No narcotics were found. Throughout this ordeal, Eckert protested and never gave doctors at the Gila Regional Medical Center consent to perform any of these medical procedures. Are you freaking kidding me? They x-rayed the guy's abdomen twice. They gave him 3 enemas and did a colonoscopy because officers thought he clenched his butt cheeks when he was getting out of his car. Maybe the guy was nervous because all he had done was do a rolling stop through a stop sign, and he was being asked to get out of his car. Maybe he was just nervous. In any case, did the police have any right to have these invasive procedures performed on this man, either with or without a warrant? No, absolutely not. What is going on in this country that something like this can happen? This is unbelievable. You might say, oh, well, I don't live in New Mexico, so I don't care. I don't live in New Mexico either. Okay? Only people who live in New Mexico live in New Mexico. But you think it's not possible that this could happen somewhere else? Think it's not possible that this couldn't happen in your community? This is just ridiculous. Um, anyway, Mr. Eckert has filed a lawsuit. He has retained counsel, um, and personally, I hope he ends up getting a big payoff out of this. Uh, and I hope he ends up getting this entire police department to grovel in front of him and beg for forgiveness as well, because this is in what is supposed to be a nation founded on the principles of liberty. This is so far beyond the principles of liberty that I can't even describe it. I can't even describe how far this is from what our nation is supposed to be here in what used to be the United States of America, but is now apparently the neo-fascist, corporatist, authoritarian states of America. That's where we are living, folks, if you are an American citizen. We are living in the neo-fascist, corporatist, authoritarian states of America. And speaking of the authoritarian states of America, the other thing I have on my list here tonight is the President's executive order creating a climate change council. By the way, the police state column that I linked to, I got off of Liberty Blitzkrieg, and the Climate Change Council links that I have here. One is from Activist Post, and one is actually from the WhiteHouse.gov website, which is a PDF copy of the President's Climate Action Plan, which was published in June of this year. And that kind of goes hand in hand with this executive order that he signed on Friday, this past Friday, while the entire nation was fixated on the LAX shooting. Here's a clip from the Activist Post article. Obama's new executive order that creates a global warming task force. The Council on Climate Preparedness and Resilience is a tool to implement Agenda 21, which is the blueprint for totalitarian control through the United Nations. The new task force utilizes corrupt science that comes directly from the UN's Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, that is the source of countless scandals. Obama's strategy is designed to bypass Congress in order to lock down land use and control water resources. And there are hidden UN and World Trade Organization treaties lurking in the background. Okay, so like I said in my post the other night, folks, this has nothing to do with protecting humanity from the effects of climate change. This has to do with controlling humanity by the elite 0.1% controlling the 99.9% of the rest of us. And I'll say it again. What has happened to our nation, which should have been founded on the principles of liberty and freedom and have become the authoritarian, totalitarian, tyrannical, dictatorial states of America. What the hell is going on? If anyone has a clue, please leave a comment below. And if you like this video, please thumbs up and subscribe. I'm Paul. This is Bohicaville. Ciao.